Sign the contract, big boy. Sign the contract.
Why have a $60,000 Bengal Tiger when you can have 3? Splashing $750,000 yearly on maintenance, splurging $400,000 on 1,300 birds, and $2.2 million on a 24-karat bathtub makes Mike Tyson a man of unique taste. Let's take a look at the most lavish things he has purchased throughout the years before and after he went bankrupt. In November 1986, at just 20 years old, Mike Tyson became the youngest heavyweight champion in history, defeating Trevor Berbick to claim the World Boxing Championship title just 2 years after he turned professional, a record he still holds to this day. He quickly gained attention for his ferocious fighting style, devastating punching power, and remarkable speed, earning him the nickname Iron Mike. From the late 1980s and early 1990s, Tyson was a dominating force in the heavyweight division, with a record of 50 wins, 44 of which were knockouts. He became a cultural icon known for his intimidating presence both inside and outside the ring, making appearances even in the WWE in the 1990s. He's believed to have made over $400 million in his career and was destined to have made even more if he avoided certain spells of controversies. By 2003, he filed for bankruptcy, reporting about $23 million in debt, and had to let go of most of his assets to curb his financial fall. By 2005, his love for boxing dwindled, and he decided to retire, looking to make a name for himself elsewhere and rebuild his empire. As a kid, Iron Mike was bullied often, and to escape his tormentors, he would often run to the roofs where he was raised in Brooklyn. There, his love for pigeons was born. His bond with pigeons became the first genuine relationship in his life, shaping his understanding of loyalty and love. In fact, a traumatic event involving a bully harming one of his pigeons is what triggered Tyson's dormant fighting spirit, setting him on the path to becoming a boxing champion. Once the money began pouring in, he began his investment into racing pigeons, and when he was interviewed in 2012 about his fondness for winged rats, he revealed that within his garage, he had 3,000 pigeons in cages, and a number of them costing $3,000. And while others may be regarded as cheap, he loves them all. He also decided to splurge on some fancy pigeons, tracking down 3 Jansen pigeons in Norway, which are a highly coveted in pigeon sports racing, for about $15,000. In 2019, it was reported that Armando the pigeon was sold for about $1.4 million. Mike hasn't only had a fondness for pigeons, however, as when he was in prison in the mid-90s, a friend who was a car dealer called and told Tyson he could get tigers for him. This led to the purchase of 3 Bengal Tigers, each costing about $70,000. While he had the tigers, Iron Mike spent about $200,000 a year just to feed them, and when he was away, he hired a trained animal handler for $125,000 annually, besides other costs. The most notable tiger was called Kenya, who he had for over 16 years, and was unfortunately involved in an incident where Kenya attacked one of Mike's friends who jumped over his fence, leading to some serious injuries. Mike gave her $250,000 in compensation before selling Kenya. He later expressed his regret at owning tigers, admitting that they cannot be domesticated. Like everyone else who makes a lot of cash, the innate desire to own a fleet of sports cars didn't exempt Mike Tyson. As a treat to himself after winning his first title, Mike wanted to be a bit more extravagant in his car purchases. However, under the guide of his manager Jim Jacobs, he waited until his 21st birthday to purchase a Rolls-Royce Silver Spur for $120,000 at the time, which is $270,000 today. To keep the Rolls-Royce company in the garage was the limited edition Bentley Continental SC for a whopping $500,000. Only 79 units of this beast were made. Another car Tyson eyed up was the Jaguar XJ220, which at the time was the fastest car in production, costing about $600,000, and only 275 of those were made, and that would cost over $1 million in today's money. Psst. Hey, there's another race going on right now, and you can win if you click that subscribe button right now. Oh, and bonus points if you tell your friends about us. What are you waiting for? The desire for a quality living did not escape him either, with Mike owning some quality mansions throughout his lifetime, one of which was located in Las Vegas. In 2016, Mike shelled out $2.5 million on the Henderson home, which offered more privacy than his previous abode in Nevada. The Henderson home has a tasty wine cellar, 6 beautiful bedrooms, impeccable marble flooring, a spacious 4-car garage, a media room, and 2 separate casitas. To curb the fall during his bankruptcy, Tyson cashed in on his $50,000 30,000 square foot home in Connecticut for $4.1 million to 50 Cent, and at the time became the most expensive house sale in the neighborhood. The 50,000 square foot mansion had 52 illustrious rooms, 21 bedrooms, and 24 bathrooms, an indoor and outdoor swimming pool, a private cinema, a conference room, an indoor and outdoor basketball court, a recording studio, and a private nightclub. 50 Cent once listed the house for sale for $18.5 million, but it was later sold for $2.9 million. By the dawn of the 21st century, Tyson's financial difficulties loomed over him, and one of them was the bill from a London-based jeweler, which comprised of a diamond watch, a bracelet, and 2 pocket watches amounting to $630,000 in total. Now, according to Tyson, his manager had the responsibility of settling this bill, but he never did, which resulted in the jeweler taking Mike to court after 5 months of asking for payment. Costing $200,000 was a diamond watch with a sapphire dial, an emerald and diamond bracelet for $250,000, and 2 other watches costing $230,000. Tyson was spending $100,000 a month on jewelry and clothes, and also splashed $55,000 on a pair of diamond-encrusted Peugeot Galaxy watches, which isn't much in comparison to a spend of $611,000 on a platinum dog tag necklace. Wives mean money, right? But for Tyson, not in the way you think. He got married to Robin Givens in 1988, except they divorced barely a year later. Now, when they were together, he gifted Robin a very expensive piece of furniture for Christmas, as well as a custom-made 24-karat gold bathtub for her birthday. Now, Cleopatra could never. A bath of solid gold as well as this furniture cost Tyson a whopping $2.3 million. What a unique divorce gift. Robin and Mike had a good life together as well. They lived in a 5-bedroom mansion located in Ohio, which was Tyson's main base. The home had his tiger and bird cages as well as a basketball court. However, when he began to have money problems in 1999, he sold the home for $1.3 million. However, the person who bought the mansion from Tyson began to have legal issues as well, and they became the subject of an investigation for money laundering, and as a result, couldn't stay in the home. So for a long time, it was empty until it was bought again and converted into a church. What happened to the golden bathtub, you may ask? Well, Tyson sold it after he divorced Robin Givens to a billionaire for half the amount he paid for it. It was also revealed after Mike Tyson publicly declared bankruptcy that he had spent $230,000 on mobile phones, pagers, and cell phones monthly. Now that's more than 3 times the average family spends yearly. Mike Tyson is a very generous person, and he was known for always gifting his friends expensive things. This led to speculation that the phone bills were probably for his friends and entourage. You have to be honest, a generous man is a win-win. Tyson's also known to have an avid interest in tech, and this interest has not dwindled. There is an app called Cameo, which provides a unique service. It allows fans to purchase personalized video messages from their favorite celebrities who are available for the service. The cost can range from $10 to hundreds of dollars. Tyson got on this app as well and began charging $300 per video. It was reported that he made $20,000 in just 6 hours. Guess being world champion gives you that opportunity. Tyson has increased his bill to $500 per video, and guess what? No one's complaining. Tyson found a new business opportunity in 2016 and founded Tyson Holistic Holdings, where he sold cannabis. He bought a 40-acre farm where he grows his own special strain. He has claimed that he spends $40,000 monthly on his products. He reportedly makes $500,000 from his company monthly. Now, we think that much money is why he decided to start building the Tyson Ranch, which was finally opened in 2021. The resort is a cannabis-themed luxury resort, and it holds the longest lazy river in the world. This special plant heaven is worth $44 million. It's located in Southern California, where cannabis is legalized. A businessman and a worldwide boxer? We bet his bullies are grinding their teeth now. Tyson's now worth $3 million, even though this is drastically low compared to the $300 million bank account of 20 years ago. He made so much from boxing during his peak years, and maybe that much money cannot be made anymore. However, Mike Tyson is not done in the boxing world. He was ready to make a comeback in 2020 at the age of 53. He fought Roy Jones on November 28, 2020 at the Staples Center in Los Angeles. The fight generated over $80 million and it ended in a draw between the two. Now, before the fight was announced, there was speculation that he would be fighting one of his biggest rivals in all of his career, Evander Holyfield. If you didn't know, Mike Tyson had infamously bitten off part of Evander's ear during their fight in 1997. This caused a timeout with a warning to Tyson. However, when the match was continued, Tyson tried to bite off Evander's other ear, which caused him to be disqualified. His boxing license was revoked at the time and he was fined $3 million. At least, let's be thankful he's no longer biting people's ears, right? Hey, quick question. Who do you think would win if Mike Tyson and Vladimir Putin were to fight in the ring? Guess we would never know because Putin is practically untouchable. Maybe that's how he was able to survive so many assassination attempts. You should check this video on how he avoided death a jaw-dropping 43 times. Here you go.